Okay, welcome guys. We are back again with Dwarf Fortress. Sorry, my meeting took a bit longer, so I'm probably going to delete the previous episode, I think, and we'll just sort of get started here with the live stream of Dwarf Fortress. There has been an update, but I've turned off the beta, so we're sort of now just back so we can actually play with some of the DFHack commands, some of the new ones actually, which we do want to have a look at because we've gone into an evil biome. I think that the grey areas that we're looking at are pretty much evil biome. The other bits and pieces pretty much aren't. I think this may be evil up into here as well. This little area, if we sort of have a look and sort of move across out this way. These are these dead? No, they're not dead. Ash trunk, ash trunk. Yeah, let's have a look and see where the dead finishes and where it sort of ends up going. It looks like it ends up there. There's no trees in the evil by the looks of things. So there's less evil here than we thought there was. So there may still be animating biomes, but there's all dead sort of evil bushes on the actual mountains themselves. But the gaps in between the mountains, I think, are just a normal biome. In fact, I even think that the volcano itself is actually just a normal biome, except for this sort of area. As we sort of come back through the dense dead steering eyeball upward slope essentially. So this is the where everything has sort of died off and through this other area. I'll just make sure that we are recording. I think we are. Just bear with me. And yes, we are. Great. Okay. So we've got a volcano, and that's sort of what we decided that was the vote, was to actually sort of start on the volcano. So we've got the volcano in through here. We're actually just one level above where the volcano is, so we'll need to do something with this. Now, we do actually have a fairly steep area that does go up ahead of this one. One thing we can do here is to go across. Now, there is a new command. If we go Control-Shift-D, that's the easiest way to use DFHack, and then start to, and I'm just going to put the word biome and just see if, yeah, GUI biomes, there we go, this is new, I think. So GUI biomes tags fort, inspection or map. Command just GUI biomes. Visualize and inspect biome regions on the map. This script allows the boundaries of biome regions on the map. Hover over a biome entry in the list to get detailed info about it. This is really cool. So let's just go and have a look at this one here. So we've got, this is actually now, if we have a look at this one here, this is, we've got A, B, C, whoops, that didn't do it. Hang on, we'll just do that again. Control-Shift-D. GUI / biomes, and yeah, we've got the haunted mountain. So E is a haunted mountain. So it's giving us yeah, okay. So we've got actually 5 different biomes in here. Savagery is 50, evilness is 86, elevation 157. Rainfall 39, drainage 91, vegetation. It's not telling us, unfortunately, whether it's an animating biome or not. We've got A is the untamed wild. So yeah, there's another haunted mountain. B is another one as well. So we're not sort of seeing anything to do with the whether they're reanimating or not. So there's a number of them, A, B, C, and D. Now, can we scroll around? Yeah, we can. So we can see there that E changes into there. So D sort of continues down into this area. And then we've got E back over this other side. It continues all the way down to the bottom there. D goes across to here. And then we've got B, which is the other haunted mountain, which then continues back over this other side. So we've got B through that side. It does extend across this area where everything is actually dead. Then it sort of C is again untamed wilds back and through there. So this is a new way of looking at things. Hi, Judge Dredd, how are you going? Have you ever encountered a Gorlak? Yes. Yeah, you get them a lot. Underground, I think, from memory. So we've got, this is actually really cool because we can do this on any level and see what's going on. Now, that one there, I think is, yeah, A is the one that we have. Now, we can actually go and highlight where these biomes actually are. So we probably steer clear of, actually the mountain, half the volcano is haunted. That's really interesting. Like, it's great to be able to have this because we can now see where the haunted area goes. It goes right through the middle of the volcano, which is really fascinating. There's C, D, and then E is sort of off on its own way over this other side. Anyway, that's a new DFHack command, which is really cool. So I'll just press escape there. Okay, so that's done. We gave orders last time to just get everyone sort of geared up and ready to go. There's nothing on the actual map. There's no others, so there's nothing sort of evil or dead that's come in at this stage. But I'm pretty sure we do actually have an animating biome on the actual mountain itself. What are they? They're sort of like gremlins, I guess, underground gremlins. They're bigger, a bit more aggressive, so they're nothing too dangerous. So you don't tend to worry about them too much. If you've got a military, they can take care of them, I think, from memory. All right, so we've got those. Now we've got to plan a little bit ahead as to where we want to go and how we want this to work. So the best place for me to build is going to be directly down below here. That's going to be the safest area. So literally just digging sort of straight down. One of the problems we also have is the wood cutting. Now we're going to have an area which we are going to have to control with wood cutting, because if I go back to DFHack again and look at there's a whole lot of different things we can actually then go and do. I'll just go Control-Shift-D again, and if we go to auto chop and see what this one actually has got. So auto chop back into here and just have a look and see. So it's auto chop is enabled. Keeping logs counts between 160 and 200 designated area. So there's going to be a whole lot of different areas. We need to go in and actually fix this up ourselves. So let's just go and set up an area that we can go and chop wood initially. And I'm just going to make it out in front of the volcano. So we'll sort of make this area the area that we have. So we need to go and create, like, there's a whole lot of stuff we have to do at the start through here. So this is stockpiles. This is the zones. So I'm just going to go and create actually not zones, we need to, it's not a zone we want to create, it's a burrow. So we go into a burrow, we're going to add a new burrow, and we just go and start to click and drag where the burrow will be that we want to then sort of be operating. And so I don't want it to be very big because of the undead. So I'm just going to make it a little bit larger. Just make it nice and sort of square. And that will be the area that we'll have just for auto chopping at this stage. So we'll choose a symbol for the burrow. So we'll end up just getting like a tree type symbol, which is like this one in through here. That will be okay, I think. And then the background will just won't make it quite so dark. It might be a bit too light. Just go there somewhere. All right, so we'll accept this. So click to paint the area. And this is going to be the chop or wood farm. It's going to be what we're going to call this one. Ooh, I can hear wolves in the background. And so this is it's going to be where we do the auto chop. Now that's all we're going to do there. So we're just going to go and press enter and escape. And again, we're now just going to go Control-Shift-D again and just type in auto chop. Auto chop is on by default. It's the one thing we have to be a bit careful of. And so we've got all these different things we can do with auto chop. So we've got auto chop, usage is enable auto chop status, auto chop. And if we don't do anything, I think it does status anyway, which is what we saw there before. And so we've got auto chop, and then tree farm. Now did I call mine wood farm? I forgot I called mine. I've now forgotten. But that's what we need to do. So auto chop, and then the burrow name. So we'll just try that one through there. So it's going to be Control-Shift-D, auto chop, wood farm, I think. That's what I called it. Auto chop. Failed. Okay, maybe I had the wrong name. Just get rid of that one. It's wood farm. Make it one word. Yeah, that's all okay. Maybe that's all I need to do there. Yep, that's all okay. try it again. Control-Shift-D. Auto chops. I can just do status and just see what's happening there. So it's enabled at this stage. Keeping log count between 160 and 200. Currently designated trees until maximum is crossed. And we don't actually have anything. Oh yeah, there it is. Wood farm. Burrow name, wood farm. It's not designated though. All right, I'm just going to try that again. Auto chop, chop, wood farm. Great, okay. That now worked. Now if we just do auto chop status. Yep, so now chop is we allow it to only sort of chop in the actual wood farm itself. So now what we should be doing is basically we've got designated trees 11, expected logs from the designated trees is 202, and expected logs from all accessible trees in the map that we're aware of is nearly 1,800. So that sort of works out fairly well. There's 17 trees. None of them have been marked yet. That will happen when we unpause, but at least we've now set up auto chop. I don't want them going off all over the place to then go and do different things. Now I'm thinking, where should we set up? And I'm thinking we set up just in front here and make this big open area sort of like where we end up sort of going underground. Now we need to be fairly close to our wagon, so maybe we'll just do it in here to start with. So let's go and start here. So we'll just go and start to dig. And I like to start off with a channel because ultimately that's probably where we're going to end up with the caravans coming in. So maybe I'll just sort of start in here, and then we'll sort of designate for the caravans to then come in at some other point. So we're just going to dig a channel, making a ramp on the level below. So we're just going to go and set it up in here, I think. That will do, maybe there. So I'll just dig one through there. I want to go down a little way. Now we know that there's no aquifer where we are, so we can sort of just do a few little things as we sort of then come through. So it's going to be one channel down, another one down. So I might as well just go down into a little way down into the fortress itself. Then this will become like a bit of a trap layer. So let's just go and move that one forward for starters. Now, ultimately, this is going to be where the caravans will then sort of end up coming. So we want to dig across and then up into like a layer that will then sort of start to build in. And so we're going to come up this way, and then we're going to maybe dig one more, and then we'll dig up. And so we're just going to do an up ramp. So this one here. Now if we dig up at that point, or it may be better to even start to do the staircase fairly soon. Yeah, I might just do a staircase up at this stage. Just one level. That way we can then start to sort of dig like a largish area off to the side where we can then sort of start to have other bits and pieces. So we'll now just go and dig that one across a little bit, enough to get a little bit of extra room, and then we'll dig a bigger room in through here. So that will be the start of what we end up doing. Now, I'm already encroaching close to where the evil biome is going to be. So we better sort of start to then come back out the other side. So we'll figure out the best way through with all of this. Let's just go back up the top, and I'll just right click that one, and we'll just unpause. Now what we want to do is we did give it orders for the military to go across, and they're going to be positioning themselves over here anyway. So they'll go and get dressed, and so that will be fine. We should just leave them on for now. Unpause. So they're decking out, that's good. They're digging down, that's good as well. And so we're digging all of these. Now I've only got the one military. Oh, that's right, because I haven't done the other ones yet. I've got to go through and designate more. So I need to go back into the not create new squad. We need to go, and that's okay. Position 2 is going to be the barbers, and position 3 is going to be voodoo dog. Right, there we go. So that will be all of them. Now we'll just go and get changed. Get into their equipment, and so they're now all there. We can now go and just check and see, did they get decked out properly or not? And so what we can have a quick look at through here is just with their items. They are wearing it over the top, which is okay. They've got the copper shield, the battle axe, mail shirt, leggings, left and right gauntlet, the helm. They didn't change the shoes, which often happens. They've got the socks. Yeah, they've got the silk shoes, so they don't have good shoes on, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about that one through there. Items, shield, gauntlets, helm. Yep, it looks good. All of them look good. All right, so they're now ready, and we've actually already designated back to the squads and through here when we had a look at the schedule that they had. They've been given the schedule for being ready with no orders, which means that they stay in their equipment. Now, there's nothing dangerous on the map at this point in time. So when we have a look back again, oh, here we go. We've got an eagle and a giant great horned owl. If we just go and have a look at this one's just flown in, but it's not undead. So it's just a giant owl, which is not going to really worry us too much. So I think we can sort of ignore that and just keep on working away. So let's go and unselect these guys. So I'm just going to go and tell them that no new orders. So they're just going to clear their orders, so no special orders. But the routine they're on is ready, and that's the important one. All right. So that gets us at least started. Now she's now working her way through the rock, and then we'll come back up the other side. That's interesting. I went down. I didn't go down far enough. I've got a not. It's not where I wanted to be. Oh well. You know, I'm going to change what I'm doing. I'm going to change what I'm doing here. Let me change this. So we'll just go back across to erase. Did want to be down further deeper into where we were. So I didn't go. I should have been down in here and then done it. So I'll figure something else out with the other one. Get the staircase up to this level here. Now we will go and set up a corridor that runs across to say here, and then we'll just dig a largish area, which is where we're just going to bring everything from outside into here. So she can then start to dig through the rock underneath here. Yep, that's better. I thought that looked a bit strange. Okay, that's all done. Now we should have a second miner coming in fairly soon. As soon as we open this area up. We're going to see someone else come in. Okay, let's just go up the top and have a bit of a look. Yeah, no one's grabbed the pick. So we'll just go across to labours. And the miners. And we do have a woodcutter. I don't want to have a fisher dwarf, so I'm just going to go and get the fisher dwarf. And we will deselect that one. So we definitely don't want, nobody does this job, so nobody's going to do fishing. Nobody's going to do hunting either. So we're just going to turn those two off. The miners, I will actually go and grab Kaza von Dirk to be the other miner. All right, so that'll give me 2 miners to start off, and then the other militia commanders and things can end up just, sort of just lugging things around. Now, as we get going in here, they'll start to get faster and faster. All right, I'm just going to pause there for a second. We're just going to start to create a large stockpile. And this is going to be an everything. And we're just going to go to custom, and we're going to turn off stone and wood. Just go none there as well. Everything else will just be okay. By default, it doesn't take corpses or refuse, which will be fine. And so the guys upstairs will then start to now bring the stuff in. So we'll just keep on, as we get more and more space, we'll then start to bring this one across. So that everyone's just going to be bringing in bits and pieces, just leaving it behind. This is important that we end up getting this one done. Just get more space for it as they bring the stuff in. Now we need to get a workshop opened up fairly soon. Just let them keep on digging this one for a little while into the top. And I'll just get a 3x3 to start to get a workshop. In fact, I'll let it go a little bit further over. We need to get as much stuff inside as we possibly can. All right, so we've now got I'll just pause that there. We've got a little bit of a space. Judge Dredd is saying, do you know how to take over the other parts of the world? Yes, you basically do that through the map, through here. But you've got to be fairly strong before you can do that one. So the world screen, you basically just go through and pick where you want to be going, basically, with that one. So that's how you end up sort of raiding and sending the forces off. Anyway, let's build the what we've got through there. So just go across, build structures, workshops. The first one we want to be building is a stonemaker, a stoneworker. And we'll just make that out of andesite. In the meantime, we'll just go back to the stockpile again. And we'll get another one back over through here as well once we get going. We'll bring all these across. Now, what's it raining? Raining bitter slime. Where is it? So it's raining on the bad biome, and I think we're still actually okay. So I don't think we've got a real problem. That's on the right hand side. It's close to where we are, but we're not actually in the rain. So that slime is not going to worry us too much. What are you doing? Store item in stockpile. That's good. That's the farmer. Oh, there is slime down through here. Okay. Oh, that's vomit. Okay, that's different again. Now, we did start to chop down the trees, so the auto chop is going to work. Now, we will need the wood as well underground at some stage. So what we can do is we can place like a wood stockpile in here if we have to. I don't think I'll bother just yet. Let's just let them continue on with what they're doing. Now it's coming to full moon. Let's have a quick look and just make sure there's nothing else. Yeah, it's only the eagle and the giant great horned owl. We just want to make sure we've got as much stuff inside before they start stealing things, which the owl may very well do. That little spot done at the top there. those. Okay, this is working out pretty well. Just mark it across here, and then I'll leave another 6x3 area at the bottom there just for other workshops. That workshop's just been built. Alright, so I'm just going to pause that for a second, and then we'll just come back into here. What we need to now do is give it a new task. We need to get a rock hatch cover and also a rock door. Probably a couple of doors. Grab that one. Actually, I might even grab another hatch cover as well. Hatch covers are the safest thing we can have that don't really sort of chew up much space. Okay, we've brought a lot of the stuff from outside inside, which is good. Now the yeah, I think I'll just keep it going. So Holumia Rosa saying another evil start for Dwarf Fortress. Yes. Why the dwarfs vomiting? They could be stuck in the. We don't know which ones they actually are, but it could be that they don't like being outside. That could be one reason, or they could have been that rain that was over here could have actually they could have got a bit wet with that one. Now just going to go and pull this wagon apart. So we're going to have that one set for removal. We need to bring the horses inside, so we'll go and do that. So we'll just go and establish that in here somewhere. And they're going to start starving, so we are going to have to... We're going to need to get water pretty quickly. We'll just let them do what they're doing in through this other side. At this stage, we'll just go and create a zone. And this will be a pen or pasture. I'll just put it into this bottom corner. Except it's no good for the animals. So just go and add both horses. Now we do have a male and a female horse, which is actually good for us. We can actually make use of this because we don't have evil biomes everywhere, and we don't know if it's an animating biome at all just yet. Although that giant owl did come out of an area that should have been an animating biome. So we'll just let them continue on for a little while. Let's press escape. Now there's the wood chopper. Looks like he's going off to start to craft some things up. Great. Okay, we've got one more little slot at the top here, and then what you should do is really start to build the main part of the fortress down deeper. So we'll sort of dig another zone down through this other side, and then we'll make this into the actual fortress itself. Actually, where do we want that? Should we do it differently? Actually, what we might do is we might actually start to plan the full fortress right now. So let's go and do that now. So when everything comes in, let's have it so that it comes in through here, and then so we'll just go and start to dig this one down. So if we go to channel, and then if we go across and open this one up and go to change to blueprint only mode, I can then go and start to designate what's going to be done in the future. And so I'll dig these down. This will be essentially the avenue down. So that's going to then come down into this area. This is a nothing area. We're not going to worry about this area through here. At this point, we then actually have like a big flat area. So we're just going to go and designate an area for the caravan to probably come around. If we do it to there, so it's going to come down along this flat area, and it needs to be 3 wide. So we can then actually have it go down this way. Now, is that enough? Yeah, it will be enough. It will be enough. Let's just have it work to there. Then we'll actually have the staircase that comes up here. So where we dig the staircase will actually ultimately be in here somewhere. So if we dig a staircase that's maybe just 2 wide, And if we dig it straight down, this can be then be the central staircase for the whole fortress. Now that's going to be the front, so we'll just dig this one here a little bit, so it's a little bit further down. So that's the layer that it gets to there. Then it's got to go through this other section under here, and then go down even further down through this other side. So we'll just move it. We'll have this as the central staircase for the actual fortress itself, which means that we need to then get across on this layer back into here, which we can do from this other side. But it's going to be, actually that's not going to quite work for us. Yeah, it's not going to quite work. Let's go and make it so that we're a little bit over. Just one over will then work. So we'll just plan it all out as to where things are going to be. So that will be the central staircase ultimately when we sort of finish off building our fortress, and I'll have to figure out the best way of doing that one. I might even just do an order, like I might just chop some of this stuff down as well, just while we're here. Oops. Get them actually chopping. So this is just blueprint mode at this stage. Now, that will then end up coming around the other side. At this point, we want to then have like a an area that comes out like this. Now, we're going to have like an area that goes up. This one here will then dig down into this area. This will then dig down deeper. So these two areas here we have to protect ourselves from. So we'll just start to figure out the best way across here. So this will be this will ultimately be where we end up going into the actual fortress. At this stage, yeah, I'll let that be where that goes, and then this one then goes underneath this area, and then we need to end up bringing it around for a what am I trying to say? For an area where we can then sort of have the actual trade caravans. So I'll just go back into designating this for marking, and this will be a 5 by 5, which I could do there. But we're going to be wanting to have like a whole other series of different things at that stage. So maybe we bring it even further across. Maybe we do the 5 by 5 here. No, it's not going to be quite right either. Go one more across. So I like to have landings around around locations. And then we'll have an area that then comes off the other side of this. In fact, we'll be wanting to go up from here to lock this down as well. So we'll have a yeah, so that's going to come in through this other side. In fact, I probably won't end up doing that there. And yeah, then above that we can then sort of start to do other things. So if we bring that one across, staircase goes up one, and at that point we can then start to then have like another section back in through here. So that will then be just dug out through here. And then that can be then sort of designated for the storage for anything that's going to then go through down into the bottom layer. And so in this case we just dig another area across there. Okay, that's going to work out pretty nicely. That way we can block this one off whenever we want to, and then that will be fully secure. Let's go and get rid of this because we're not going to be needing this as a landing now. Okay, so that then designates that area. Then we just have to find the cavern layer, essentially. Now, I don't know if the cheat still works. So Bubba's is saying 2 evil biomes with volcano and no and 2 no evil biomes. Yes, pretty much. So Jesus Chris is then saying this is quite relaxing. That's good. And King O'Beron is saying, is this an evil start due to the biome or because of how you plan to play the fort? It's because of the biome. We chose a volcano that's in an evil biome. There is a new GUI hack for DFHack, so we can actually I can show you where that all is. So if we sort of just press Control-Shift-D to bring up this one, and if I just go biome, it's got GUI biomes, and if we just go and press Enter, so this is actually the different biomes, and so we can sort of see, I can sort of scroll through. So D is wilderness temperate shrubland, and so D is actually, where we're seeing all of this colour through here, is not evil. So where we've dug is actually not too bad. So this is actually okay. B though is evil. B is haunted mountains. And so we've got an evil biome that just extends down into here. We're right on the edge of it. But D is actually okay. So we've sort of, where we've dug everything is pretty damn good. It just goes all the way straight down. The evilness actually extends across the area through here as well. So it actually extends across to the other side. So we've got sort of like a couple of evil areas, and then E is another evil one as well. So we've got haunted, actually no, is it E or D? E is the other haunted mountain. So that then is like another biome over through here. Now, I don't know if they're animating yet. We'd probably have to test that to see if they actually are. But at the moment, I love this. This has only just come in with DFHack, so you can sort of see what's going on. But at the moment, we've just sort of squeaked away from the evilness, and we're just doing what we're doing in through here. So we're just planning ahead now, just getting everything ready for the actual for the fortress, for the future of the fortress, and yeah. So we're sort of working away. Anyway, let's just press escape. So that's where the actual evil biomes actually are. So the volcano actually is intersected. We've got evil right the way through the middle, and I think I want to make use of that somehow. Possibly with something that ends up on the other side here. But I'll have to figure out what to do with those. There are places called overbridges, and so I wanted to use the volcano to do something with bridging into our fortress. I'm not sure exactly what that will be yet. We'll figure that one out in the future. So everything else is sort of working out pretty well. What I might do is, we don't have to get the, well, we sort of do have to get the other bits and pieces done. What we'll do is we'll just go back across into here, and we'll just change it from blueprint back to standard, and we'll just go and set this area up. So that's going to be then dug out, and that will be initially where we then end up having the what am I trying to say? Just the caravan. So the caravan, I'll just extend this one around. That way we can ultimately then end up with other drawbridges and things built down in through here as well. And the other thing I want to be building is this area through here. So I'm just going to go and designate this area to also then be dug all the way out. So we're just going to go all the way down to the bottom there. And so that's now going to make all of that so that it will actually dig all that stuff out. So, and we'll then just leave the other stuff as blueprint. All right, let's unpause. Oh, the other thing we need to do is create a meeting hall at this stage. Let's just go and create one in the middle here. So we just need to go across into zones, and we just build a meeting area. And because we got rid of the wagon, accept, and that was just going to be where the dwarves will then hang out at this early stage. So we've got everything inside before any real dangers actually occurred. Let's have a look and see if there's any what this guy is actually sort of working on. He's still working on the first on the first hatch cover. So we'll just get everything inside. So we just need to lock the fortress down, and we have to do that by putting a hatch cover over the top of this. So they walk through here, up through the stairs, and that's the point of weakness that we currently have. Now what's that one doing? No job. You should have a job. All right, once we dig through here, we'll be okay. We'll have more things to do. More slime, I think. Yep, bit of slime. We don't know if that's how bad that is. We haven't had anyone caught in slime yet. I don't think we have. Yeah, bottom corner here. Yeah, this is the slime. This will end up just being in this evil biome, but we don't know what it does. Let's have a quick look and make sure there's nothing else that's come in. Yeah, so this is wandering now. This is flying directly over the top of where we are. Look at the items. But yeah, it does have a bit of slime all over it. So it's so this has been covered. This is flown through the bit of slime. It doesn't seem to have done anything to it. So yeah, so it looks like the slime is. We don't know what the slime does, but it's not evil. Like it's not evil, which is fine. Now we've got nothing much really on the outside. So we'll now we do want to get that wood inside probably as well, I think. What I'll do is I'll just create a carpenter's workshop as well. Workshops, carpenter, handle site will be fine, and we'll just create like a small wood stockpile in here. Alright, accept, and that will just be for wood. Okay, so we've got a wood stockpile there, we've got an everything stockpiling through here. The other thing we need was we've got them really. That's all we really need initially until we sort of get things going. So let's just let things be built. Yeah, they're going up to bring the wood in now. So there's nothing of value out through here anymore. So we're okay with all of this. We may be able to build some sort of tower that extends right up beside the volcano, and then across the volcano, and do something like that. Do something a bit more unusual, ultimately. But we're a long way off getting that done. Now we are building the staircase down now, which is good. Got schist wall. Might see if we can figure out where the cavern layer actually is. Now we're down into gabbro wall, okay, and a little bit of olivine. So we're still actually digging down. We'll just let this thing be dug. We shouldn't find the cavern layer this early yet, but we will at some point. Yep, still digging. This is all gabbro. Gabbro is fairly thick to get through. We haven't found any metals yet. I think we'll be digging. I think we'll be working fairly deep into the fortress. This is still not the bottom. It's the bottom area there. That's diorite now. Okay, that one's had enough. Going back up again. Let's have a look and see how we're going through here. Let's go and just change. So yeah, they're vomiting all the way through here now. Don't like being outside. Maybe the fumes from the. I don't think anyone's. Is anyone stuck with? Yeah, no one's got the slime on them. We don't think they do. Ah, here we go. Bit of slime. Bit of slime. So it's probably him that's vomiting, I would guess. Yep. So he's got it all over his teeth, down through his throat. So we need to get water. So water's now becoming quite an urgent issue. You can see they're actually asking for water. So we need to, and we don't actually have any way of getting water. So water is now the critical aspect of this particular location that we actually have. Now the first thing, this is still the only way in. So let's just go and build that one first. So we're going to be building doors and hatches, a hatch, and throw that one on. So we've got one hatch in through there. We'll build another hatch cover here at the moment. Actually, what is that one? There we go, tetrahedrite. Cool, that's good. Now that's silver. Silver and copper. Ore of silver and copper. There we go. So at least we can make copper equipment at this stage. Another hatch cover there. Now, just in case anything nasty comes our way, we'll just go back up the top and build a door here. So I'll just build a door in this way. Okay, got that one through there. And really, we're probably going to need to put another door in these areas, but I won't go overboard with this. Now, we haven't dug down into there yet. We will be doing that one fairly soon. But we now need to find where we've got, where the cavern layer is. Now, the easiest way of doing that is to pretend that we're going to be making a farm. So we just go across into, where is it? Workshops, farming, and a farm plot. Now, if we pretend that we're going to be building it in here, I don't know if they've tweaked this so this no longer works. Let's just have a bit of a look and see. If we just go and click it, say, through there. That should be... Hang on, cancel construction. It's not showing up. I think they've tweaked it so we can't do this anymore. Oh, that's a shame. Farming. It used to show up when you did it and started to highlight it. It would actually then create like a shape, but we're not getting anything. It used to show you all the areas that were viable. So we don't have that. So we're going to have to go and dig off another area. All right, so let's not do that. We're going to have to actually find this now. So to find it, we've got this area coming back down into this bottom zone. Let's go now and move off even further to the south. Not too much. Whoops, we don't need that. And I'm probably going to be ending up digging to the south anyway, I would think. And this will ultimately then be the way that hopefully we find our way through. So I'm just going to start here and just dig a channel a long way down. So maybe sort of like 25 deep. I like that it now shows you what the dimensions are that you're sort of, as you're building things or as you're designating things. So that will have to be done. And yeah, unfortunately, we're just going to have to wait. Now, started normal raining. That's good. So we've got normal rain in the nice places. Oh, hang on. Stores item in stockpile. Horrified. What was Barbara's horrified from? Right on the edge of the biome here. But horrified from what? Ah, okay. Okay, got wombat corpses now. So these aren't giant. This is why we are in an undead biome. So we've now got 2 wombat corpses that have wandered in. The other one should be pretty close to that one, I would assume. Anyway, that's off to the side. What about the other wombat? Yeah, back over here. They're a little way off. I don't know if this is what horrified them. I don't think it would be. But this, because these are too far away. So what we're going to have to do is we can basically block off the entrance until they go away. They're probably not going to be that dangerous, but remember they're 3 times stronger than a standard. Yeah, it's just got water all over it, so it's actually just been just the rain is sort of doing things with it. Health, vision has been lost. People look at the description. Yeah, it's just basically everything's rotted away. So killing it's not going to be easy. These little undead things. So we won't push fate. We've got a fair bit on the inside there. So let's. Yeah, what's he doing? Is he just chopping things down? No, where's he off to? Give water. Now he's going off to get water from somewhere, but where? Let's just follow him. Must be a pond. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they're going back. Right, we do have water over there then. It's a bit risky. What are you doing now? Still going to give water. I'll just keep on following it. Now it's given it... You still write them in stockpile. What's she doing? She's also trying to store items in stockpiles, but what? Let's have a look at and see what she's got. Logs. Okay, there's more logs. Why are they up there with logs? All right, I think it's time to lock everyone inside now. It's just going to be, they're getting a little bit too adventurous, and prefer them not to be doing all this stuff. We've got enough logs to get by initially, and really need them inside. So one thing we can do is we can start to create like another safe zone. So let's go into our burrows, and we're going to add a new burrow. Now we can click in the area. Now another thing we've got with DFHack is if I double click, I thought I could actually fill the area. Just corners of a rectangle. Right click, no, that's not it. Safe zone, this will be the safe zone. Repaint this burrow. I was sure there was a way that we could actually change this. It's just paints. No, burrows must be different. I was sure there was a way to auto-fill a burrow. Flood fill on double click. Yeah, that's off. Okay, 2D fill enabled. Bang. Okay, that just goes and sets up the burrows automatically based on just double clicking. This is a DFHack command. So that just sets it up on that particular layer. Then we can sort of go through each of the actual layers and through here. That way we can just designate very quickly the areas that we can then have as burrows, which is really nice, being able to double click like this. Bring that one through. And then we'll go down. I think we've got Z levels now in this. Yeah, we do. Great. It used to not be that way, and I think DFHack actually then changed that so that you could actually then have these different commands for the burrows, which is great. So we'll change the symbol. I'm actually happy enough with the shield. I think we'll actually create like a blue sort of shield for the symbol, and for the background I think we'll just create like a greeny sort of colour. Still going to make things sort of stand out a bit. That'll do. That'll be for the for safety. Except, okay, so that's now, we've now got the safe zone. So when we go back into squads, we can do a few things. There we go. So Wolf just saying, whoa, a Daz stream at 1:30 AM. It's only 4:30 PM for me. And Barbara's saying you had some metal on top of the mountain peak. So I should actually have a look at that and see what we've got. I'd like to get actual iron, not just silver and copper. But that will be for later on. Okay, so now these guys in through here, if we go and click to configure the civilian alert. And so we want to have safe is the safe zone, and we can then activate the civilian alert, which means all the civilians will then run inside. So sound alarm, so citizens run to safety, and control D, all clear, citizens return to normal. So I want to make sure I've got everyone inside before we actually trigger this particular one. So let's just go and do it. So we've now got the civilian alert is now on, and so the ones that are outside should now finish off whatever they're doing and rush inside. Running, running, running. I think it's only the 3. No, here we go. Got another one over through here as well. Barbers coming through. Now, is that everyone? I should really go through the list. No job. Yep, they're inside. Inside. Well, we had one extra out there that I didn't know. Here we go. So Kaza is still outside. Bring that one in. Okay, that's good. Then we have Crunch inside. Barbers is back inside again. Review Bra is inside, and Voodoo Dog inside as well. So we've used the burrow. We've used this. I can now clear the alert, but we're now going to lock them inside. So they're now going to not be going outside again. So we're just going to clear that one, and I'll just go and lock that one down so we don't need to have them doing anything too nasty. And we're just going to lock this particular door. So that door is now blocked. In fact, we're going to block this as well. So we've got 2 forbidden doors. That means that they're going to have to just keep on doing what they're doing on the inside here, and we have to now wait for them to finish digging these different zones. Now, what are they doing? Oh, yeah, we've actually turned off the burrows. No longer matter because we've turned that off. Yeah, so we've got all this tetrahedrite. Actually, let's have a look and see what else we could find on the edge. So we've got pyrite, that's just gems. There's nothing else really on the inside here. This is just silty clay walls. So nothing great. And we've just got shawl clusters, like just little gems, quartzite. No metal as such. Yeah, no, nothing much. Oh, hang on. What are you doing out there? How on earth? Possible. I'll just who was that? How did you get out there? Kaza. Let's just make sure that nobody else comes out this way. Damn it, they're all coming out again. Okay, activate this civilian alert. Go back inside, guys. This is not the way out. It's showing that there's a forbidden area somewhere, which there shouldn't be. So this is all inside that zone. It shouldn't be causing issues. There's no other way in. It's open. Attending a meeting. Oh, they're having a meeting before they go back inside. Okay, maybe just giving a bit of a report on what's going on. Running a bit of slime again. Come on, finish your meeting. It's too dangerous to be where they are. It's not good. It's not where we want meetings. No one else is really working. Something is not right here. No job. She's definitely got jobs to do. It's like that she can't get through. Oh, hang on. That's, yeah, she still can get through to there. So that should all be okay. This area here we need to fix up. They're trying to get the logs. Still attending the meeting. Must be getting really told off badly. It's barbers. I thought that this overrode them doing this sort of stuff like these meetings. Let's have a quick look and see if there's anything else on the outside now. No, still only those two corpses. But they're getting close now. Damn it. It's literally... Their meeting is right here. If they get the scent of the where the thing actually is, they will come running. And then we're going to have a real problem. Come on, finish your meeting. God, they're frustrating. Alright, that's finished. No, they're still going. Where is it gone? I dare not let them out. And what about the other miner? The other miner looks to be working again because it's now all been cleared out, and working in here. But it doesn't seem to be working down in here. Just go back to the safe zone again. Just double check. That's all clear. Yeah, everything's open. But for some reason, just not actually activating it. Okay, well, God, these two are annoying. He's really angry. He's really, really pissed off here. Barbers. Why? Why are you so annoyed? Yeah, so he's enjoying the talk. He's discussing his problems with his friend. Well, that's going to turn into something pretty horrific if they don't get moving, and those undead coming any closer. Okay, they're back off to the side again now. That one's close. That one's really close. I think if it gets to here, it's going to have to be a change of plan because she's right there. They do pick up the scent of the dwarves. Please stop your meeting. God damn it. It's unbelievable. They need to get this stuff from inside. That's what they're trying to get to. Oh, come on. For God's sake, finish your meeting. They are taking forever with this. This one is angry. It's wandering around. It's just going to be a matter of time before it gets close enough to pick up the scent. And then all hell is going to be to pay for it. Such an important member of the group as well. You have to get the military out if it gets much closer. Now there was some sort of bird that was flying around there. I've missed it now. So just double check, see if there's any more. No, still they're the only two major things that are actually on the field. This is unbelievable. She's hungry now as well. We've got to probably almost have to forget about what she's doing. The other option is to work around her. Make rock doors, add new task, hatch cover, hatch cover. Let's just start there. Because everyone's now starting to get, like, they're going to be getting hungry. She's hungry because she's been in this damn meeting for so long. Needs water. How are we going with the rest of this mining? Still a long way off. We're still actually back up in here. We've dug all this out now. making the different bits and pieces in here. These will start to starve soon as well, so we're going to have to be careful of those. Having a sleep. What if that's a bug? She's been in that meeting for so long. But I was saying it's expedition leader job to talk to people in poor moods, but our Kazra is not high in skill, hence 18 days. So I've seen them starve to death before. Really? Wow. Yeah, because Barbara's is the one that's angry, but it's in the worst possible spot, or not the worst possible spot. It would be worse if it was over here, but it's not good. The other thing we could try would be to break the meeting with by activating the military. So let's go and do that. Come on, are you going to leave your meeting? Nope. Okay, this is bad. Don't know how to interrupt that, actually. I've got no idea. We're now into late spring. Okay, we've now got the hatch cover, so I'm just going to place another hatch cover up in here. So I'm going to clear the civilian area. We are going to designate doors and hatches. I'm going to place a hatch cover here, and we're going to now designate the these guys and just put them on the outside. Because the others are going to go wandering off doing all sorts of other things now. Oh, now, actually I missed on that one. Okay, we've got the, and I've now just turned it off. The reports. One of them was interrupted by a corpse, and I didn't. I right-clicked it before I should have. All right, let's have a look and see where the corpses actually are. Okay, that one's way up in the top. These were designated earlier. That's what the whole problem has been. I should have actually cleared out my auto chop designation because these were chopped early in the piece. And there may be people now wandering off to do that. Oh, here we go. That looks like we may have the meeting. I think the meeting is over. In that case, let's go and now just go and activate the civilian alert again. Yeah, they're vomiting as they go. Now, is everyone else inside? Give water. If that one's back inside. Yeah, they're both back inside again now. Sleep, store item in stockpile. They're on station. Crunch is on the outside. Okay, so this one we have to just wait. Yeah, that one would have been triggered by the other one. Alright, so then we can now set these guys up so that they no longer, no special orders. So in you go again. Now, at this stage, everyone is now inside. We should be able to count them. They should all be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're missing the miner, which means we should have one down the bottom here. 7, there we go. That's got them all accounted for. Right, finally we can now start to just focus on the other bits and pieces. We'll just go and forbid that door, and now forbid this door. So that's now got them locked inside, which is good. 24-day meeting. There we go. Yeah, that was pretty bad, wasn't it? And they do have drink still, but not for much longer. So we do need to get this all established down into here now. Whether it's cleared, that's all okay. We'll just let things sort of develop now. All right, so they got away from the undead before anything really happened. I think Crunch was the one that was going to be the one in trouble. I'll clear this civilian alert now just so we can do other things. Now we have to find this this way down. We have to find the bottom layer, and we need to find water fairly urgently when we do find this, because we've got no water at all at this stage. Okay, here comes the expedition leader now, finally, to have another talk. So Barbas is going to be a problem. I don't know what we'll do with Barbas. We just need to go down until we actually open up the bottom areas. So what do we find there? Hematite, that's good. We're a fair way down now and still not finding anything. They could be off. We could just happen to be in a core going all the way through. But normally we would have found it by now. So I'm a little concerned. Maybe just start in the mountains. Sometimes it's a bit of a distance to get down there. Okay, that was the bottom. We just need to do more. Need to go further up. It's one of those funny little traps that you need to make sure you end up with up-down stairs all the way through. So you can have a down stair, but you need to go above it to then make the up-down stair. Oh, come on, game. Give us our water, please. We do need it pretty desperately. I'm thinking I must have missed. Yeah, we're a long way down now. This is now elevation 0. But we should be, like we started off in elevation 40 or something, so it tends to be around about, say, between 10 and 20 usually is where you sort of tend to find them. You've got obsidian there, that's interesting. Alright, so we've found nothing. We've found nothing except obsidian is then a bit dangerous. Right, well, need to now do another one. So we'll dig down even further. And then we'll dig down in here. Let's go another 30. See if we can find this way down. Bubba's may need to volunteer to mine a channel to the magma fall. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that. It's still late spring. Yeah, Barbers is not a happy chap at all. Yeah, we've got to find this this next way through. We'd be pretty unlucky if we happen to jag two areas that were cores, but we're not having much luck here. We really need to find this water. It'll be getting fairly desperate. Actually, one thing we might do is just come back up the top and start to sort of build a few other little bits and pieces in here. So add new task, and we'll just get them to build blocks and just do it basically on repeat at this stage. Just so we can build very quickly if we have to get outside. God, we're not having any luck here at all. That's the bottom of it. Let's just keep on going. Surely we're going to find it soon. Every time the little thing beeps, I'm assuming we've found something, but we haven't. I'm surprised that it's taking this long to actually find this layer. I'm almost considering cheating to see where it actually is, just so we can figure out what's going on. What do you reckon? Do we cheat? And have a look, do a reveal all. Just have a look down around this area. I think when we get to the bottom here I will. Because this is crazy. We're finding obsidian. We're breaking through. Here we go. We found it. Just pause that for a second. Okay, we're over the top of water. All right, so this is interesting. There's all obsidian through here. This is the first layer, actually, by the looks of things. That's interesting. So how did we miss it before? And we've got a troll down in here. Now the troll can't reach up to where we are. I don't think it can sort of climb up this area is going to be a bit too much for it. But we are going to have to plug this gap. But we are going to have to deal with that troll somehow. That troll is exactly where we don't want it. But this water is exactly what we do need to find. So now the other one that we had dug. Yeah, we dug to there. God, we were close. Like that was all open there. Yeah, so we were right there. Okay, that's interesting. Now, as far as digging down, like ideally we probably want to be digging into here, I would guess. Like that's the that would be the ideal. Just if there's any other area through here that does get there. That there does. So anywhere we like in there is actually, it's very solid. That's why we wanted to dig away from that area a little bit, just to get away from the solid areas. But we could actually build into here. And we then actually do have access into like water, sort of. And that's actually a really nice, that gives us a little area that we can lock off. Oh, that does continue down into there. Even that's actually pretty interesting. So then that thing goes down, and then this is actually very contained. It's no good for growing much. So we don't get to see above it at all. It's just, and that's very easy for us to block off and have like a little area for farming. So I think that this is where we'll end up going. Yeah, and then it goes up and then up and back onto here where the troll is. If we have a quick look and see if there's anything else. There's emus, so they've wandered in over here. They're not dead emus. Yeah, just a troll and then one wombat corpse. The troll is going to be too difficult for us to take on. But. I think we can deal with this if we can somehow get rid of the troll. I think we may have to kill it. This is quite nice, even just this little zone in here as well. Like there's no tall areas for trees or anything, but it's very quick and easy for us to block it off. And then we can sort of get access to water. Okay, well I think that our main staircase can actually continue on into this zone. Just go back up the top. It's a long way down, but I think we'll just keep on digging the staircase down. Okay, that goes down to there. Let's make that the area. And then we can dig out into here just initially and then sort of figure out what to do after that. Now, as far as the opening is concerned, I'm just going to block it off. So what we'll do is we'll just place another hatch cover here. And we'll just go up to the top and just come back down again. Now the trolls are or were furniture breakers, so we have to be a bit careful of that. Now we still have drink to drink, but these guys are going to start to starve. They're starving now. which is a problem. So I think what we'll do is we'll just quickly get down to the bottom there, then just move them outside. It is a long way down actually to that area. Now we know that that's the first cavern layer because it's got the because it's actually got the it's a sort of greeny colour. So that's the first one. The next one I think is a bluey colour. So it's it just was an awfully long way down. Yep, they're starving. We knew that. We knew that. And we'll just lock that. And that way, at least anything that flies can't fly across here and then up. Yeah, there's nothing much that we have to worry about there. In that case, we don't have to block anything else off there. We don't have to get overly tricky. Just need to wait for these to get down to the bottom here. It's a long way down. God, that's a long way down. So we'll just wait. In the meantime, what's that troll going to do? So let's just start there. It does open up there, and then that's it. So this is actually a really interesting little area as well. I mean, it does open up the top there. But it's tall enough for trees to grow. Not very tall, not very big trees, but it's still tall enough. Maybe a bit hard for us to block that off. Hang on, hang on, hang on. How did that one get in there? That's the wrong bloody door. Hang on, how did he get in there? It's a long way down, but that's not open. It doesn't make sense. That wasn't how we got through. It was over here that we got through. Uh-oh. We're in a bit of trouble here. Can we get another hatch cover here before he gets there? And I don't know if we can. We've got that one covered, but this one should have been safe. All right, I'm just going to have to very quickly just go to doors and hatches. I'm glad I checked for that. And we do need to now go and get our militia to basically sort of stay in here. I'll just have it positioned up this way. Sorry, I had it on pause. Crunch has saved the day. Okay, has saved the day. There we go. So that's good. We've now got that one forbidden. How far up did it get? It had hardly moved. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it got in there. It shouldn't have been able to get in there. Anyway, that's fine. We've got that one now saved. So we can now just release these. The troll is too much for us. All right, so that gets those under control. God, I've got no idea how that troll got there. I didn't think that they climbed. How are we going down the bottom here? Yeah, it doesn't make sense for that one to be there. There's no way through. I'm going to go out and just see what actually happens here. I'm going to put the military out in the bottom once we get this established, and then just see what we can do, because this doesn't make sense. Unless we're just not seeing other areas above, but I think we would. No, we would. We definitely would. Yeah, he's just stuck there. How far up are we? Yeah, we're getting close to the bottom here now. Here we come, here we come, here we come. Actually, this is a silly thing for me to do here. I'm going to lock that off there. I'm going to make a downstair there, then an upstair here. To then allow me to get another hatch cover on top. I better just go back up the top again and set up a few more hatch covers. All right, that'll do. Finishing that off. Come on, gang, get it done. Still there. It's like he's teleported into the wall there somehow. There we go. So we can lock this one down whenever we need to, which is important. Now that's opened it up. What we're going to do is we're now going to block off this with blocks. A bit dangerous leaving that one open there. Constructions, walls. You'll select the material when we're done. And 44 of those. We'll just do them out of andesite blocks. Instructions back in through here. Just keep on building once we've done this one. Andesite blocks. And then we go down. Now that's actually not even, there's no slope there. It just goes all the way down. There's nothing else there. Yeah, we don't have any access, so we need to channel this. And that'll get it down. Actually, that's no good. That's no good. You have to go across and then make this the channel. Okay, that'll do. And then the trouble is going to be the water. So there's going to be another tricky thing for us. She's asleep on the ground. Yep, it's still stuck there. I don't know how it got there. I think it must be some sort of bug, I would assume. Okay. This is cheery little button. Just waiting for this one to come through. Awesome, that's good. So we've sort of blocked this one off, but the creatures can still climb through here. There we go, that's good. So just need to create, like, at least get the start of what we need. Great. So we've now got access down into here. We can now start to finish off these. Instructions, walls. No access. Still got no access. That should give them access up to the top. I might just dig this one down and around. See if that helps with the actual access. Because there was no wall on the other side, that may be what the problem was, I think. But we do have wall there. So I think that now gives us access from there to there and then around. So we now should have access into building this. Yep, we do. Wait for the others to come through. Look at the time, guys. I'm actually going to have to get going. Yeah, we keep saying trolls can climb, but they can't climb through solid rock. And that's what it's done. It's essentially... just make sure no one else walks on the outside. Yep, that's good. Great. Okay, we've now blocked that little area off. We don't have access to the water yet, but we will. But I actually have to get going, so I'm going to have to leave it here, guys. So thanks for watching. You've got human axemen visiting, but we've locked the front gate. We'll just have a look at the others. Yeah, there's nothing dangerous outside. I could open that one up, but I don't really want to at this stage. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll be streaming some Master of Magic tomorrow over on the Slytherin channel in around about 12 hours time, I guess, 12 and a half hours time. Anyway, I'll